Thanks to those joining me live and those that be joining us on the archive. Christine, how's it going?
It's going good. Why you say it like that? Because I'm from Dallas. I'm just saying.
From Dallas, Texas. You know what I mean? You're
Yes, I
from
am. Proud.
Texas.
I'm from Dallas, Texas, y'all.
Dallas, Texas. Okay.
Yes.
Let me just remind everybody. Dallas Cowboys today got spanked by the Packers. I mean, they got
Okay.
absolutely annihilated in every way possible. A rookie quarterback had a perfect passer rating. This is embarrassing. That Dak Prescott
Hey,
forgot he's
hold
a
on, hold on.
quarterback.
We talking about football or we talking boxing
Well,
tonight?
we're
I'm
talking
just
about
saying.
football for a second, just for a second, because
Okay.
because
One.
one of your fighters, she's like, oh, it's all about the Cowboys when she
Yeah,
walks out.
that's right.
So it's okay to represent the Cowboys when y'all are doing good in the regular season, but then you lose in the playoffs as always, and all of a sudden,
No, we're gonna always represent. We're very loyal and faithful. Like win, lose, or draw, ups and downs. Like everybody has their valleys. So who's got a lighter?
that's it. Did I put money on them?
I don't ever bet. So
They could
you
win
done?
Super
You
Bowl.
done? You done?
When you roll more, remember him?
Okay, you done?
We're high. Come on, just sing it.
I
Great
don't know this song.
since 95. That's the same.
I'm still a proud Cowboys fan. What? Oh, D Style really having a good time right now.
What's up?
Jesus, out of the
It's
pal. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that D Style kind of tripping right now. He's having a little semi concert. We're supposed to be talking about boxing, but he's talking about football. That's right. H Town till I drown. That's right. That's why I'm Cowboys to the end, till the wheels fall off. That's good. You're loyal, just like me.
It's
And Texas
95.
Longhorns. I'm from Austin, so
They've
you know.
been they've been average since 95. All right, but
Okay,
we're gonna keep it moving here.
let's keep it moving.
I just want to remind everybody that everybody was saying that the Cowboys were unbeatable. They're gonna win a Super Bowl. Where them boys? We them boys. We them. Where the boys at? I don't see them. But with that said, the
I'm from
Cowboys.
Texas.
The good thing for the Cowboys is that they didn't take as bad of a beating as Callum Smith. Callum Smith, round 7, went down twice. McGirt was throwing the towel when the ref was like,
And thank
lost.
God, I love Buddy. I do.
That's
He
my
is a
guy.
great coach, and he saved his guy. And the ref, I don't know who he was. I'm sorry, but yeah.
These Canadian refs, I don't know what's going on with Canadian
You
refs.
know what? It should have been stopped the first time.
Mm.
To me, he went down. He didn't look good, and he let it go on. He gave him the count and let it go on. And thank God for Buddy, throwing the towel in.
And thank God he made sure the refs saw it. 'Cause the refs were going to let it go.
Absolutely,
The refs were going to let him go.
absolutely. Yeah, he was. He don't care.
I
You know.
mean, he could have seriously hurt Callum Smith. Like,
I mean,
seriously.
he had seriously hurt him, but he could have really like ended a lot of things. Thank God he didn't.
Well, it was definitely hurt, that's for sure.
For
Um,
sure.
Arthur Beterbiev
Hmm.
goes out there. And I thought he won every round. You could maybe argue round 2. I still gave it Arthur Beterbiev, but it was a
Me
close
too.
round. But other than that, it was a sweep, right? Kind of the Cowboys the last few years just got swept. You know what I mean? Like, but
Here we
they just
go.
did
Here
round
we
after round.
go. He's talking football. I'm trying to talk boxing
But
now.
the thing
Just
is,
saying.
we're making comparisons. They're contact gladiatorial sports now. You know what I mean? We got to
Oh,
compare a little bit.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
The football players are gladiators too. I'm just saying. But here's the thing. Here's the thing we're saying. He hurt that dude. I
He
mean,
heard him.
Callis was back in England when he went down. Like he wasn't there in Canada. He was somewhere else.
He went back, back, back. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in England in the 1500s. He
Yeah,
was
for
like
sure.
whoa. And you know what's crazy about Beterbiev? And we're definitely going to talk about him and the other Russian, but we're not
Hmm.
going to tell Mauricio Suleiman the Russian though. It's a Canadian and a
He's
dude from Inglewood,
Canadian,
California.
right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Here's the thing. Every fight that I watch, it never fails. Every single fight. So like you'll tell yourself, you know what, his opponent's losing, but they're doing okay. Like you kind of tell yourself that. And then it's just like it's almost like out of nowhere you see the opponents look
Crumble.
overwhelmed and they walk back to the corner like looking like they're seeing a ghost, like they don't know what's going on, they look confused, they're battered up, their face is falling apart all of a sudden. And it's just this methodical way that he just breaks these guys down. There's
Yes.
never that. It's not like that one punch just does it all. It's
No,
like cumulative.
it's touch, 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 and you think is he even putting anything on those punches? But it's just even the touches they hurt.
That jab's like a bulldozer,
Beautiful
um,
jab,
from a short distance too.
beautiful jab.
So talk to us about that. How does he generate so much power from such short distance?
Well, he's turning his hips, he's turning his shoulders. It comes from the core.
Mm.
I've seen some of his workouts. That's where your power and strength comes from. The core and the way that he just turns. It's just like that flicking way that he does it. It's beautiful, and
Mhm.
so I mean, I know we're not comparing Beterbiev and Bivol yet, but they both have the same jab, that beautiful jab. Um, it's beautiful, and like I said, his touches hurt.
Yeah, but Beterbiev is like when he was jabbing Smith, like you could almost it's like a bulldozer. Like he's just like boom,
Yes.
whoa, and it's not like he could do it from a short distance. And then you're talking about how he's churning his hips and he's churning his wrists just perfectly. And it's not even at a pattern. He's just doing it
No.
while and he's just watching where the head of Smith is moving.
Yeah, and the thing is too is some people are just born with the strength. I mean, I've had
Sure.
guys in my gym that you don't know, like I'm like, what are you doing or what do you do for a living? But they just have that fucking strength. You don't know where it comes from. You know, um, so some people just have it. And he definitely has it. He definitely has it. I
I,
mean, obviously he's 20-0 with 20 KOs. Duh.
I mean, look, I saw Canelo wind up with some shots and hit Smith. And to Smith got beat up in that fight, but he went the distance, Christine. He
Hmm.
went 12 rounds. He got his
Right.
arm busted up, but he still
Yes.
he went the distance.
Yeah.
He barely went over halfway, and he already
Canelo's
broke.
thanking God he hasn't faced Beterbiev. Trust me.
I don't think we want to see that fight.
I mean, I don't know Canelo. I know Canelo and Canelo fans don't want to see that fight.
Look,
For sure.
if Canelo destroys Benavides, there's really nowhere else to go but to try to conquer 175, in my opinion. But that's we'll visit that when if and when we get there. But I will say this: Beterbiev is a problem. He's a
He's
problem.
more than a problem.
He's not just beating these guys. He's not just destroying them. He's demoralizing them. He's
Absolutely.
overwhelming them. He's retiring a lot of them. Carlos was
Yes.
in the dressing room saying, "Well, I got to think about what I want to do," and like you know what I mean. Like like they're talking about retire. They're talking like retired fighters after they fight this guy.
Hmm. Beterbiev is a terminal illness that leads only one way, and that's like to retirement, like to being out of there. Like he he's not playing around. And like I said, he's 20-0, 20 KOs. Like anybody that faces him, they either see the payday or they see the payday.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I saw Beterbiev already fight because look, Bivol is a really good boxer. There's no doubt about that.
Yes.
But I've already seen Beterbiev destroy a guy that you could compare to Bivol.
Hmm.
And I don't even know who's better, Vostik or Bivol. I can't even tell you because they never fought. But Vostik's the same guy that um, basically retired Stevenson after that unfortunate It
Yeah.
was, you know,
Yes.
it's a brutal sport, right?
Yes, it is. It
But
is.
Vojnik was, and he's one of Teddy Atlas's guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Teddy was training him, and Teddy had to almost try to motivate this guy to get back up and go back in the ring with Beterbiev after like 6 7 rounds.
Yeah.
Like Vojnik was overwhelmed and like, I just don't want to do this no more.
E-
Vojnik's a really good boxer, and Beterbiev destroyed him, Christine.
This is the thing. At this point, any coach that faces him, they're gonna know within the first, second, third round whether or not their guy can beat him. Even if they think 110% that they can. You know, and to me, I would rather them stop the fight early than later because we know what happens when we wait too long. And then we can't depend on the refs. I mean, we saw that yesterday. So honestly, like I'm like, look, coaches, if you're gonna face this killer, this true
Mm.
monster, you need to stop it early, or else you may not, your fighter may not be able to go, another day.
Yeah, look, Alexander Wojcik was 19-0 when he fought Beterbiev,
Yeah,
and he put a beat down on him in the
yeah.
last 4 or 5 rounds of that fight.
Hmm.
And I picked Wojcik to win that fight.
Oh,
Like I did.
really?
Yeah, I thought he was going to beat Beterbiev. And look, for the first 4 or 5 rounds, I felt good about it. But that's before I knew how Beterbiev breaks guys down, and that's what he does. He method. It all starts from round one. He's always at range, always keeping the pressure on guys, and he's able to get so close to them. Um, and he's able to leverage his shots where they can't. Look, Callum Smith was reaching with his punches. He couldn't land at the end of his punches against Beterbiev. If you saw like around rounds, like I think by round 3 or 4, Callum was already grinding his teeth.
He was grinding his teeth. I'm gonna stop
And
you for a minute because MAW, thank you so much.
I got you.
Okay, well let me see. Let me see. Okay.
I just want to finish right, but we're gonna get to super. Like, believe me, I am a killer when it comes to this stuff, Christine. I'm just saying, like I got this. Okay,
I
I
forgot
got
he's
it.
he's
Eh,
I'm
Everybody
newly
can let her know.
monetized.
Hey, little D
I'm
style
newly
boxes got to that.
monetized. I'm sorry. And yeah, he's a
We're not gonna
veteran
miss a super
as
chat from
the
MAW.
monetization.
All right, well, we're not going to miss a super chat for MAW. We're not going to do it, but my thought needs to be processed. But since you already interrupted my thought, we'll go ahead and go over the super chat. MAW, thanks so much for the support. Go ahead, Christine. You can read it, Christine. I know you want to read. I know you're excited, Christine.
Hello, fans. Christine D Style in chat. Congratulations, Better Be, Jay Maloney, and Christian and Billy. Smash that like button.
Mabili.
Absolutely. Please, please, folks. Thank
It's
you so much.
Mabili.
Mabili,
It's
Mabili.
French.
So if you can get back to your thought, please do.
I already lost my train of thought, but I think
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I do think it had something to do with Beterbiev is whooping a lot of dudes' asses. I think I'm somewhere. It had something to do with that. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So we'll move on then. So I was comparing the both. I was comparing
Sure.
because everybody wants the fight with Beterbiev and Bivol, which duh, yeah, I do too. So I was comparing their jabs. They both have beautiful jabs. Their hooks. They have beautiful hooks. I think Bivol it does just a tinge better, going around the guard of his opponents. They both know their range. They both use their feet. They both have tight defense, but I think Bivol has a little bit higher guard, than Beterbiev. One thing that we both can see is they're both very calm. They work great angles, great body shots. Um, but the thing that kind of worries me with Beterbiev, and I don't know if anyone's talked about this, and maybe they have,
Hmm.
is that he always seems to hit behind the head of his opponents. And I don't know, I'm trying to see, is it because his opponents are bending down, or is that part of his tactic, which is worrisome because those shots are deadly. Um, but
Okay.
then when you compare the KO ratios, like I said before, 20 and 20 for Beterbiev, and it's 22 and 11 KOs for Bivol. I mean, there's no comparison. And they both have great resumes. So if you had to decide today, or the chat had to decide today, who was going to win, between the two, what would your thoughts be?
Well, look, I've always have picked Bivol to win. Um, be,
Really? Okay.
because I think in his like people love power. People fall in love with power. When you see guys destroy other human beings, and it is kind of more impressive. But maybe Bivol wins, and like usually people don't like to pick the quote unquote boring guy. They don't like to pick the guy that's more sweet science and less science of violence. You know what I mean? Eh, but here's the thing. I think I'm changing my mind. Um, Look, Callum Smith isn't that bad. Like Callum Smith is a pretty good boxer,
No, I think he's
and
great.
he didn't know what to do. And the
Hmm.
thing that where Beterbiev is extremely dangerous is that he generates so much power
Hmm.
from such short distance. It's actually very scary for his
Yes, I
opponents.
agree.
Whereas Bivol can't generate that much power from a short distance. Not even his jab. He's got a really good jab, Bivol, but he needs a little bit of distance and he's a master at distance, right?
Yeah,
Um,
they both have great feet, and they both know their range. Definitely.
yeah, but the one thing Beterbiev has is how he creeps up on he takes the little subtle steps and just creeps up on guys and they can't quite time. I think Bivol's gonna have a hard time with that. Just like I saw the Vajtik fight earlier today, right? And Vajtik, again, a really good boxer. After 4 or 5 rounds, he looked overwhelmed. It's like the computer overloaded, it almost fried, and he didn't know what to do anymore because all the countering that he was trying to set up, and none of it was working. Right, even when he would land, like Beterbiev, he's hard to hit. Actually, he has better defense than people think.
No, he has great defense. He
And
has great
and
defense.
but then you finally hit him, and he's got a granite shin.
Yeah, but how often does he really get hit like that? I mean, he has great defense, and I think if anybody had a good chance at beating Beterbiev, it was going to be Callum Smith. And the reason why I say that is because when you look at him, he's tall, he's long, he's rangy, and he does have some power. But it seemed as though I don't know if he allowed Beterbiev to get in, or Beterbiev was just so slick at
No,
getting in that there was nothing else he could do.
okay. Let me just do a quick sound check here. So Eric G is saying I'm going in and out. Guys, am I going in and out? Yes or no? Let me know in the
I hear
chat
I
if I'm
hear
going in
you.
and out.
I hear you.
Yeah, but we're on StreamYard together. I want to know if you could hear me on YouTube, but I don't know if it was just him or what. But that is that. Look, the one thing about Smith, though, I will say he has really slow feet, and he had nowhere to go. Right, it was a very very small ring. I don't think Bibble's going to fight him in a small ring. Um,
Well, look, I'm going to say this. If you know how to work the ring, it doesn't matter if it's small or it's big. It doesn't. So I'm not so much talking about the way he worked the ring. I was talking about his height and his reach. If anybody was going to give him a little bit more or have a chance, I thought it was going to be him, even with a small ring. I did, because he steps, you step. It's a dance. I step forward, you step back, side to side, but it's always about his range. But he didn't know how
yeah,
to do
but
that. So,
I mean, I don't think it would have mattered anyway in this case. It does matter with
well,
like
obviously it didn't matter. Yeah.
well, I'll say this: there's a reason movers like big rings. Like Bibble's gonna want like at least a 20 by 20. Like he's not
Oh,
gonna
well,
fight him in 18
Bivol
by.
for sure he will. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, in that case, let's just do them all like the one in New York, just 16 by 16. Let's go every fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but
Yeah.
look, here's the thing. I'm like 51 Beterbiev, 49 Bivol though. Like it's really close to me.
You think it's really?
Bivol could win rounds. He knows how to win rounds. He's a durable
Oh,
guy.
mm,
And
mm.
he's crafty and he's slick and
So
a
I will
couple.
say this. I will say this from a different perspective. So I have a fighter that fought Bivol. Okay. He had tremendous power. He said Bivol had tremendous power. And then he also went into camp with Beterbiev. Okay. And when asked which, had the most power or did the most damage, so Beterbiev wore 16-ounce gloves
Hmm.
during sparring. And my guy said that it was like freaking sledgehammers coming down. Like every shot, the touches, the everything was like sledgehammers. And the guy that we had, like, I mean, he's retired now, but he was no chump. He was no fucking chump. He had power, he was amazing. So with that, and with the knockout ratio between the two, today I would have to pick Beterbiev today. But ask me again closer to the fight once we get it, hopefully.
Look, Turkey Al Sheikh from over there in Saudi Arabia. He's the one that's been, His Excellency, as they call him over there, or whatever.
Hmm.
He's been the one setting up all the big events over there in Saudi Arabia, and this is one of the fights that he wants, right? And the one thing they have over there is money. So
For
I'm sure
sure.
they're gonna shower these guys with a lot of money to make a unified fight. It'll be for undisputed. That's supremacy at 175 pounds. Better be versus Bivol, and I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen next year or this year. I'm sorry, we're already in this year, but
Yeah, we just started.
it would happen by the middle of this year, I would assume. Both guys just fought. None of them took any serious damage or anything. It's a perfect time to do it. Let's do
Hmm.
it.
That's what I say.
Kirk
I mean,
Ellis
really,
got the
there's
money.
nobody else that either one of them could fight. Like, this is it right here. And
This
this is
this
what we
this is the
want.
one.
This is what we pay for. What we will pay for, you know?
Well, look, I don't know who will have it. If it's ESPN Plus, we're gonna get it for free. You know what I mean? If it's the Zone, we're gonna get it for free. Like I can't wait for it. But
I mean, I don't know about you, but I pay for my DAZN app. I don't know. I'm just
of
saying.
course,
Well, that's what I'm saying. We'll pay for it regardless, like whatever. Wherever it is. That's the fight that needs to happen.
absolutely. Shout out to Jesus M in the building. How's it going? Al the pal on here. A Brown Oz. How's it going, brother? Hope everything is good. Shout out to Nando Yamas in the building.
Yes, thank y'all so
Okay.
much.
And then we got the Goddamn Podcast says, I think Bivol has improved dramatically since his fight with Alex. I
He
think he
has,
looked
yes, he
great.
has, which is our guy, Samuel Clarkson. Out, yeah, thank you. Yes, he
Gotcha.
has. Yeah,
Uh, to continue, he says, I think he looked great against Canelo, but Canelo is much smaller. Beterbiev, however, has undeniable one punch power. All right.
yes,
Uh,
absolutely.
so he was born with that power, says Mr. Lopez.
Yes, my husband. Yes, yes,
All right.
absolutely. He was.
He was born ready. Like that's Canelo's, but I guess gonna steal Canelo's line. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Jesus Sem, how's it going? Nando Llamas says Beterbiev is everything the media told us about Triple G. What Triple G was supposed to be. What do you think of that? Like I know you're a big, Mexicans for
Wait,
Triple G.
what? Triple G was that. Triple G was that.
Right? Was
I'm
it?
just saying. I mean, for me, he was that.
Okay, but he was like Beterbiev level, like that.
He was between Beterbiev and Bivol. He was like in between. He's like their stepchild.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I'm like, what? What does that mean? HLD, how's it going? HLD to say it was a good corner stoppage.
Yes, it was. Absolutely.
It was not going to end well if allowed to continue for Smith. Dude came to fight. Definitely a
Absolutely.
warrior. All right,
Yes.
shout out to MAW. And once again, thank you for that super chat. and all that
Yes.
support and all that. We definitely appreciate it. Eric G, once again, we tested the audio. We're good. Okay, look, um, right now I'm slightly favoring Beterbiev to beat Bivol if they were to fight today.
Hmm.
Um, but I think either guy has the capability of beating each guy. Like I think it's either Bivol outboxes him and basically has a perfect fight.
They're both pretty even when it comes to the boxing skills. I'm just saying, I might give Bivol like
No, but hear me out. Hear me out.
2% more.
Well, either way, the only way Bivol beats him is if he puts on a virtuoso performance. He's gonna have to have
Mm.
a perfect night. He can't afford to get caught and hurt and dropped.
That would have to be a godly night.
It's either that or Beterbiev overwhelms them and stops them middle to late rounds. That those are the two scenarios I
To
see.
me, that scenario seems like it would make more sense, but we'll see.
We'll see, but I think what you're underestimating
I'm not underestimating
is
nothing.
Bivol is younger. You're underestimating that 100%.
Age don't mean nothing.
No, no, let's not start those because it sounds nice. No, age
It's true.
matters.
It's
Age
true.
matters.
It's true.
Ain't no dude fighting when they're 50. I'll tell you that right now. Like who?
Well,
What
that
50
neither
year olds
one
you
of them are
see?
50, so we
What
good.
what 50-year olds right now you see like duking it out? Like the last
None
time
of
we
them,
saw
and we good.
the last time we saw a
Neither one of them
50-year
are 50.
old, the last time we saw a 50-year-old, Bernard Hopkins got knocked out of the ring when he was up there in the podium talking about how age don't matter and all this other stuff. Age
Like I
matters.
said, neither one of them are close to 50, so we're good.
Age matters. Well, the one's closer to 50, and then it's
Oh, and
Beterbiev.
now they closer to 40,
But
but not 50.
just because he looks he's like a werewolf, he's got that werewolf gene, doesn't mean age don't matter. Okay, like I'm just telling you right now.
Now you talking about 50. I'm not talking about 50.
Bivol is so polished, and I don't think their boxing skills are that close.
They're close. They're
I
very fucking
disagree.
close.
I disagree. I
That's
think
okay.
Bivol's
That's okay. You can disagree.
I think Bivol's a better boxer. Like I just
Okay.
think the
I
difference is
think
the
about
power.
a slightly he is. I agree with that, but it's not dramatic.
Bivol's gonna keep the fight on the outside and try to outpoint him like a fencer. You know
He
what I
can't
mean?
keep him outside. He's not going to keep him outside because Beterbiev going to get inside.
He,
He sneaks inside.
he will for the first few rounds. There's no doubt.
Yeah, two, maybe three.
Like 4 or 5. You know what I mean? Like four or
Mm,
five, he'll do it.
everybody bookmark this, and we're gonna put some money
You know what I
down.
mean? And
We're putting money down.
I think first half is Bivol all day. What happens in the second half, I don't know yet. But first half,
Half
Bivol
no, two,
all day.
three, maybe four, but after that, no.
Bivol will be ahead on the scorecards after 6 rounds, just like Boschik was.
Bookmark, bookmark this.
You know what I mean? So, but here's the thing, like, can you like picture Bivol looking overwhelmed and getting knocked out? Like,
Overwhelmed, never. He will never look overwhelmed. He will never look
oh, there you
not
go.
comfortable or stressed out. No. But
Bivol
what
is
does
like,
that mean?
see, what I'm saying is everybody else looks that way when they
That's
fight
them.
Beterbiev.
I
Okay,
think Beterbiev and Bivol are different. He won't
uh,
look overwhelmed, but he will be overwhelmed.
no. What are we talking about? I did.
Physically, he will be overwhelmed.
I don't.
Mentally and
I don't.
emotionally, his face will not show it.
He's like a stone cold dude. Like
They
in that.
both are. They
You know what I
both
mean?
are.
Like one
They
looks like
both
a
are.
werewolf. The other one looks like the T-1000 from Terminator 2, Liquid Metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
they
just
both
saying.
do, and they both will. Yeah,
Do you think if Bivol were to win, how does Bivol win the fight, Kristen?
he doesn't.
No, like if he were to win, what's his path to victory? Is what I'm asking you.
I can't even imagine it right now.
So you think it's a one-sided fight? Beterbiev wins all
I
day
don't
every
want
day.
to say that it's totally one sided, like it's going to be a wash,
You
but
just
I
said
don't.
I don't know who to pick yet. Like 5 minutes
No, I
ago.
mean, I know. I said if I had to pick right now, I would pick Better Beef. But ask me closer to the fight is what I
So
said.
I pay you
Rewind, rewind.
okay. I pay you $1 million to go coach Beterbiev, be in his
I mean,
corner.
he's got a great
Uh,
coach, but I'll take it
like
though.
no, but it's for the point of the question because you're not going to duck the question. You're going to answer it.
Okay.
If you're in his corner, what do you tell him? You're not going to tell him, "Oh, you can't win. Oh, I don't see a path for you to win anyway. So just do whatever you want."
I
Like,
would never tell any of my fighters that
well, there you
ever.
go. So what is his path to victory if there is one?
To For Better Beef?
for Bivol.
Oh, because you said Better Beef. Okay,
Oh, sorry,
Bivol.
Bivol.
Ooh, $1 million. You might have to pay me like $2 million.
We're not going to renegotiate a $1 million deal. What's going on right now? Like, what's? Okay, fine,
Mm,
2 million. I paid you 2 million. Well, I'm going to pay 3 million so you can answer the question. What is the
okay,
game
I,
plan?
I would I would tell him that he does not need to duck down, because if he does duck down, he's going to get hit behind the head. I would tell him to do what he does, except do it a little bit quicker. Like I want those flicking like punches, like 3, 4 punches, and then step around, and then attack again. I would tell him not to get on the rope, stay in the middle because he owns it and that's his island. Um, and that's pretty much it for right now.
MAW says the thing is Bivol style burns energy. He sat on the ropes for a break versus Canelo at times. If he takes that kind of break versus Beterbiev, he likely ends up in hot
Yeah, the
water.
conditioning needs to be good. Conditioning needs to be top notch for this fight for both of them. It really does.
However, HLD says Bivol beats Beterbiev the same way he beat Canelo.
Okay.
Skills.
Okay, HLG, we'll see.
Is
I
that
think
skills?
you know what, and you and D style agree on that. Like y'all think that he has more skills. I think they're pretty even. But what do I know? I'm just a fan. You know.
Oh, come on. She's being modest over here. Well, what
No,
do I
I'm just saying. I think that they're pretty
What do
close.
I know?
I think they're pretty close. I
Coach
really do.
Christine, what do you mean? What do you
I
know?
think I think it comes down to the conditioning. I really do. I really do because and I think also like neither one of them throw any kind of fade, so that's not going to change, you know.
Well, look,
But I think it comes down to conditioning.
boxing pound for pound, Jack says Beterbiev kills Bivol inside
That's
10.
my guy. He's always right. That's my guy. We always agree. I'm just
But how
saying.
confident are you? You got to go all the way to 10 rounds.
Hey,
You know what I
that's
mean?
pretty confident. 10 round. Are you kidding me? Have you ever like had
I
to
mean,
fight
so
somebody
you're telling
for
me Bivol
no,
doesn't
no,
have
no.
six
Have you
extra minutes in him? Is that what
have
telling me
you
right now?
ever had to fight somebody 3 minutes 10 times? Like, are you crazy? Like that says a lot about both of them. I agree with you, pound for pound, Jack. Like seriously.
Bivol, Bivol has.
I agree. But so is Better Beef.
I
I'm
don't got to
just
do it.
saying.
Bivol's got to do it.
But
Don't throw
no,
me in there. Like Bivol
no,
can
no, no.
do it
I'm
for me.
not
Like, what do you
saying
mean?
you like as MD style, but I'm just saying that sounds about right. Like I
Christine wants to
pound for
see
pound
me
check.
get murdered in the ring by Beterbiev over here. Like,
No,
what's it
bro.
throwing
No,
me in the
bro. I
ring with
don't.
Beterbiev? Like you'll never see me again. Like, you'll
No,
be at my
bro.
funeral next. Like, you show up to my funeral. I don't
You
know.
know
Like,
what? We'll
what's
go live at your funeral. YouTube
Jesus Christ?
live. Here we go. No,
They're gonna put
God
my dead
forbid.
body
No,
on this
I'm just
chair. I'm gonna
saying.
be like,
No,
yeah.
I'm just saying that boxing pound for pound Jack, he and I are usually like right on about the same.
MAW says KO ratio demands respect. You can be the classiest, slickest boxer out there, but it only takes one punch, as we know,
KO
to
ratio
turn the
does
table.
yeah, demand respect. I mean, so Better Beef is 20 fights, 20 KOs, and Bivol is 22 with 11 KOs. Drop the mic.
Well, your other half says it's a 50-50 fight.
But we don't have to agree. We don't agree. Half the time we don't agree, and I usually win.
I'm just saying.
So I'm just saying.
Man, you're in a mood today. What's going on right now? You're just
I'm not in the mood. I know what I'm talking about.
like what? What's going on right now? Is it because somebody's showing up to the training camps to train with Team USA? Is that what it is?
Bro, I've
Is
been
that
here for
what
6 years, bro. No.
I mean? Is that what's going on right now? Like, but
Nah, bro.
MW agrees 50-50 fight.
It's okay. It's okay. MAW, it's okay. 50-50. I
Boxing
disagree,
pound
but
for
it's okay.
pound, Jack. Let's see what you say. I'm in mourning, guys. Just came to show love. My dad died 3 weeks
I'm so
back.
sorry.
I'm definitely sorry to hear that, brother.
I'm so
My,
sorry. Thank you so much for supporting. I lost my dad too, and it's very tough. Praying for you, brother. Praying for you.
he's in his
So
home
sorry.
country. Will fully return only after 6 weeks. Take care, guys. Hey, absolutely, bro. Take all the time
Thank
you
you
need.
so
I'm definitely
much.
sorry to hear
Thank you
that.
so
So,
much.
for sure.
I'm so sorry.
MAW's my sincere condolences and from all of us, definitely. Yeah. Lost my dad a couple years ago. It's a hard thing. So
Very, very hard.
yeah,
I lost my dad too. Very hard.
yeah. So look,
Yes,
better
absolutely.
be Better Beeve is a beast.
Yes, he
If
is.
if if Better Beeve, look right now, are you telling me right now every pound for pound list I look at, like Better Beeve's not in it? Have you noticed that?
I mean, I was just
And
about to say it's pretty much that's the way it is. Yeah.
why is that?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I
I
think,
mean,
unfortunately, I think it has a lot to do with with racism, in my opinion, um, which is not right because I don't think that racism has any place anywhere, but especially in boxing. So that's the only reason that I can think of. What are your thoughts?
um, I don't know if it's racism or if it's more just an American bias. Um,
Well, would that be racism, or we're gonna call it bias? So it's nice. Like, come on.
mm,
I'm not racist, but I'm biased. I only
like
like this, but I don't like that.
maybe. Well, it depends because the definitions matter, right? It could be xenophobic
Mm, okay.
to some, right? But it could just be like a bias, like maybe they just don't think about them like that. Like you know what I mean? It could be a bias against the style, right? He has a bulldozing style. Usually, the pound for pound guys they like him.
Uh,
Guys that box
but we love
pretty
knockouts.
and
Come on, let's not lie to ourselves. We love
yeah,
knockouts.
but knockout artists typically, not all the time, but typically don't get put on pound for pound list. The pretty
Okay,
boxers
so
do.
so
You
was
know,
Mike
like
Tyson put on the pound for pound list?
he was when he was the
Okay,
undisputed
so I'm
heavyweight champion of
totally
the world. But
totally
Tyson had
defusing
those.
your theory. I'm just
Yeah, no,
saying.
no, but I'm talking about most of the time. It's the pretty
Mm,
boxers.
is it? No,
That's
it's actually not because everybody is totally bored
you know what I mean.
with
Like the
Shakur
Shakur
Stevenson. They're
Stevenson,
bored.
Devin Haney,
So they're not on the pound for pound list.
Lomachenko. Like
Are they on
Lomachenko
the
was in
pound for pound
bulldozing
list?
guys.
I'm just saying. No, you're totally like,
The
mm-mm,
pretty boxers get put on the pound for pound list.
not true. Not true at all.
Like I'm just saying that like the pretty boxers, like the guys that box like in and out, parry
No.
shots, counter. Like those are the guys that get put on pound for pound list for the most part.
Okay, because that's what Mike Tyson did too, right?
Bibble's on a pound for pound list.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, like Shakur's on pound for pound list. Devin's on pound for pound list.
Yeah, okay.
Loma lost and he was still on pound for pound list. I'm
I
just
just
saying.
agree with you. I disagree with you.
Look, let's not get it twisted now. I think he should be a pound for pound guy.
I do too.
I'm talking about him not being on lists, right? So I'm not debating you whether he's a pound for pound guy anymore.
Well, and the thing is, like, who makes these lists? They're
What what I,
mostly who?
well
Americans.
what I'm debating you is the reason why he's not on a pound for pound list. I think it's a style bias, and of course, him being of Russian descent has something to do with it as well. Okay, I'm sure that has something to do with it. But for the most part, I think it's the style. I think they see him as and they're wrong about this, but I think they see him as a like this come forward brute that's strong and punches very hard, and that's why he wins fights. I think that's how they see him.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay.
That's not what I think, by the way. I'm telling you what I believe they think. And
Okay.
to answer your
Yeah, maybe so.
question, a lot of these pound for pound lists are American lists, ESPN,
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
Ring.
saying. They're mostly American. So do people across the pond and on the other side of the world, do they even like really recognize our pound for pound list? And I love being American. I love where I'm from and everything. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, do other people even respect the list that we have?
I mean, it's look, we get a lot of American fight fans that complain that there's too many foreigners on the list, so it's kind of like a catch
And
22 right
that's a
here.
red flag right there.
Yeah, but like I think anyone arguing that Inoue should have been a pound for pound is crazy, right?
Oh,
So,
absolutely. Absolutely.
so where would you put Beterbiev if more or less if you had a top 10? Like
I don't like pound for pound list because it's very subjective, but he definitely would be up there in the top five for me.
top five, okay.
Absolutely.
I think he's just outside of the top five for me, but he's there 100%.
Okay.
And if he beats Bivol, he should be top three, like point blank.
Okay.
The winner of that fight, you could probably argue is top three pound for pound.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Hell,
Absolutely.
we might even put a number one. Sorry, Crawford.
No, no, not
That's just
number one. Not yet.
but look, let's power through 5 minutes. Christine, give us your final thoughts. Better be Bivol. How bad do you want to see this fight?
I definitely want to see this fight. This is like a super mega fight. If I had to pick today, I would have to say Beterbiev. Ask me closer to the fight when it gets made. Please let it get made. Um, and then, who knows? I may have the same choice or I may change. I don't know. But for now, better after, yesterday's performance, I say Beterbiev.
Beterbiev is knocking like this on 40 years old.
That means
Bivol,
nothing to me.
Bivol is in his early 30s.
That
Yeah,
means
in
nothing to
his
me. Means
prime.
nothing to me.
You know what I mean? Like Beterbiev's in that hunter gatherer's prime age. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Beterbiev's in the age where hunter gatherers were retired. They couldn't go chasing hunts anymore. You know what I mean?
Listen.
Let's put that
I'm
out there.
53. There are some 23-year-olds that can't do what I do. I'm just saying. Age means nothing to me. Nothing.
But what about a
So
33-year-old Christine against a 53-year-old Christine?
I'm
Oh, no,
just
no, no,
saying.
we're talking.
I don't know, but I'm just saying that means nothing to me. But I'm not stuck on that. I'm not hung up on that. There's women doing it every day that are older and they're kicking ass. So I that means nothing to me. It's about
I
performance.
mean,
I don't care
some
about age.
older.
I don't.
I,
So
I'm knocking on 40 years old
yeah,
myself.
well you're probably gonna retire soon, but I'm just saying.
You know what I
But
mean? But here's the thing: 33-year-old D style will beat me the fuck up. I'm just gonna. I'm just
okay,
saying
but
right now. Like,
you
you know what I
say
mean?
beat the
Like,
fuck up, but would he beat you in what you're doing today? No, he wouldn't. Because if he would, then you would have been bigger then
oh,
than you are
I'm
now.
better at what I do right now. You know, but this is
So that
different. You know
but
what I mean?
but this
Like,
is what
it's
they
different.
do. This is what they do. They
Yeah.
box. This is what they do. So anyway,
The
so
other
if you
thing,
have
to your credit, I honestly believe that Beterbiev has this werewolf blood,
okay,
right? So we got to test him. That's all I'm saying for
okay.
that werewolf blood. I'm
Okay,
joking.
so you who do you pick today? If you had to pick somebody tonight, you had to put like, you know, a
All my life
bag on
savings.
somebody. Yeah, yeah.
If I had to lay a stack on it,
And it had to be today. Today, right now.
I'm gonna favor Beterbiev.
Okay, so we agree. Oh, but he's closer to 40. Oh my goodness.
No. It matters. I just I don't think it matters enough yet, right?
Exactly.
So, but we'll see. Um, Christine, tell everybody where they can catch you this week.
So this week, you can catch me on Wednesday with my girls, Nika and Crystal, Women Crushing It Wednesdays. And then we're gonna start. We did a Friday last Friday. It was awesome. We did it with Ryan O'Hara from O'Hara Sports. And next Friday we're gonna be doing another Friday, friggin' Fridays. And I have a surprise guest coming on, so please tune in. And of course, you can always catch D Style and I on Box Topics. We had to do it today because he has to watch football tomorrow. So yeah,
Football is an important thing. It's like a national holiday when your favorite team plays. I'm
not to
saying,
me, but
you know
it's
what I mean?
okay. But I'm very flexible, so we good.
They're the
But
Cowboys. But
till
anyway,
I die.
we appreciate everybody that tuned in. Catch the roundtable on my channel this Thursday. And congratulations to Christine and Basic Kid for being the panelist of the year, voted by y'all. So there you go. All right. This is D
Thank
Stout
y'all so much.
Boxing and for Christine. We're out of here.
Thank y'all
Peace.
so much. Love